Alright guys, welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. Today we're going to be working on just prepping the heads to start porting them. Then I also have my intake manifold out, and I removed all my original sensors because they were mechanical for my gauges. I'm running electrical now, and all of my stuff, they're different sizes. So here's the plug for my old water temp sensor. Here's the new one. It's pretty small compared to the original, so I have to get an adapter that goes from this size to this, and that'll go in the side of the head. Then I have this adapter that sits on top of the intake manifold for the heater core hose. Well, the RPM air gap has multiple holes for coolant to flow, and I'm not going to be using them all, so I need a plug this size for the front. It came with the two back plugs, but not the front, so I got to pick up one more plug this size, and then my oil pan has a couple extra mounts on it for an external oil pump or a sending unit. Well, even the spot for the sending unit is this diameter. And once again, for my oil temp, it's going to be a smaller size, so I have to get another adapter for that. And then here is my actual oil pressure gauge that mounts on the back of the block. I haven't removed the old plug yet, or port, to check it, but I'm pretty sure this is bigger than what's in there, but we'll see. So I might have to get an adapter for this one. I've already put the two bolts in the back to block the rear water ports on the intake manifold. I'm about ready to, well, first I need to clean up the heads, and then I can start port matching the heads and intake manifold to my gaskets. Here, I'll show you a little clip of the actual intake manifold. Alright guys, so here's the intake manifold. This is the back. This is where the distributor goes through at. There's the front. These are the ports I'm talking about, right here and here. This one I will have my heater core hose running to, but this one over here I will not be using, so that's where I need to get one of the plugs at. Then on the back, it already came with the two plugs for back here, so I used some shellac and sealed those up. Now I'm just trying to think of anything else that I need to do before I go out and buy these plugs, because I don't want to be running back and forth to the parts store. And then, like I said, we're going to be cleaning these up and getting those ready to be port matched. I was originally going to paint them and then do the porting, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to port them, get them put back on the block, then tape everything off so I can paint it all at once, and then the bolts and everything are already torqued down so I don't mess up any of the bolts or anything when I'm painting. And then, so that's it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and try and figure out anything else that I'm gonna need, and we'll be back. Guys, so just got back from O'Reilly's. The guy there was a lifesaver. Just picked up a couple things. Some more RTV, just in case I need it. I got the assembly grease, which they only had in the back. I guess they only keep the crappy stuff up front. But the guy in the back helped me because I searched all over the store for fittings and I could not find shit to get these to work. But I picked up a new heater core fitting for the intake manifold. I picked up a plug for the other hole on the intake manifold. So this one will go here, and then this one will go here. And then this is for my coolant temp gauge, which will go in the side of the block. So he got me this fitting, which fits in there. And then the actual sending unit will screw into that. And then this, thank God, he also had this. This is what was originally in here for the old mechanical gauges, but mine are all electrical, so they're a little bit different. So those are the old. This is the extra port on my oil tank, or my oil pan. And this is the new fitting that will screw into the oil tank, and then the oil temperature sensor will go into that. I don't have the oil pan out right now, so I can't really show you guys where it goes right now. But I also picked up some more paint for the engine block. I have the red over there, which will be for the front of the engine block and the heads, and then the sides. Sorry, you can't really see it. It's all covered up right now. The sides are going to be black, just like before, just a new coat. So I picked that up. But right now, I'm going to get these sealed up and put into the intake manifold, and then we'll see what to do next. So as far as installing these into the intake manifold, these are both water ports, so they need to be sealed. There's a couple ways you can seal them, either with Teflon tape, some people prefer, or you can actually use a sealant that resists oil, gas, antifreeze, all that type of shit. This is just shellac. They make a couple different kinds that you can use. This is just what I have, so this is what I'm using instead of the Teflon tape. My father always used T-paste, but I can't remember the actual name of it, so nobody in the stores know what the hell I'm talking about. So I'm just going with this. But what you're gonna do is you're going to, it's got a little brush in here. You're gonna get all of the threads covered, and then you're also gonna get the threads inside where you're actually screwing the plug or the adapter into. You wanna get a nice even coat over both, and then just tighten it down. So I got the shellac on both the adapters, and also the first couple threads of each actual port. The size for mine is going to be 7/8. It might be different for you guys, just like my other intake manifold. Just like how we close that port right there, it's not 7/8. It's quite a bit smaller. I'm not sure what size exactly it is, but anyways, mine's 7/8. So now that you got shellac on everything that you need to seal, now what you're going to do is you're going to give it about 2 minutes to just sit, let it get a little bit tacky, and then you're going to tighten everything down. Alright guys, there they are, all sealed up. The taper on this must be a little bit different than the taper on this. This sat really well. This one doesn't go in quite as far as I would like. I might end up switching it out just because I don't like how far it sticks out, but it's not bad. It's nice and sealed. I would also put these in, but since we're going to be painting these, I don't want to put them in and take them out. So let's see what we're going to move on to now. I had to run back and get a different adapter because I didn't like that one just sitting so far out. I tried it in the oil pan also, did the same thing, stuck out really far, so I went and got these. They fit a lot better. They're gonna go in mostly all the way. And this, it fits, but it's not the right threading. That's as far down as it goes right there. So I'm gonna plug that one off, and I gotta find somewhere else for my oil temp sensor. I was gonna go above the oil filter over here, where that shiny part is, but that won't come out, and it's stuck in there pretty well. And as you can tell, it's not coming out, and I don't want to take the chance of completely rounding it off. So now I gotta find somewhere else for my oil temp. Alright guys, so I decided to plug both those holes. This is still where my coolant temp sensor is gonna go. And then, since I can't run it here, and you have this port right here, which was where I was going to run my oil pressure, I'm just gonna do a T off of there and run both the oil pressure and the oil temperature off this one location. That's really the only thing I have left. We have a plug above the timing cover that would also work, except this one has, well, from looking at it, seems to be welded, so I can't really go there either. So it really only leaves me that one location on the back where I can run my other two sensors at. Now I'm about to just get my Dremel with some sandpaper and clean the top of this off. Guys, about to sand the top of this, get this nice and shiny just like the Edelbrock. I'm gonna use my Wen rotary tool I got off eBay for like 25 bucks. It's actually really nice, comes with the extension, plenty of power, and it actually comes with quite a few little different attachments and everything, so it's a pretty good deal. Alright, let's get started on this. Guys, there it is. Sanded it all off. Turned out really good. Matches the Edelbrock now. Just gotta get my vacuum and clean up all the paint particles. I'm really happy with it though. I'm gonna touch it up a little bit more, get it looking really good, and then call it a day.